Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Fed, where I'm playing Dark Souls 3, the weapon playthroughs. I didn't say it correctly again. It doesn't matter, I've said it like 4 times in a row and I've continuously fucked it up, so fuck it, I'm just leaving that one in. It's fine though, I just missed the word "and," like it was supposed to be. Hello everybody, and welcome. And I said, hello everybody, welcome. It doesn't matter. Let's just go and continue going. I'm playing Dark Souls 3, by the way. Last episode we did Irritable Boreal Valley, and today we're going to go and deal with Anor Londo. Let me go this way. Run this way and slash these foes. No, 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 no. Fuck you. It keeps happening. I can't believe you done this. It does keep happening, that. I really don't like these 2 Titan lizards for that specific reason. Because I cannot always kill him. Which is very unsatisfactory. Am I getting invaded? Not quite yet. I would assume that I was... Like, I would think that I was gonna probably get invaded in this area. This place being a PvP hotspot. Unless if my internet decided to be like, haha, psych! I don't work. But then I would get a message from Dark Souls, and Dark Souls would throw me out of the game. Wait, I don't think it throws you out of the game in this game. But it does... God, I knew it. I was like, oh, the game's saving. Ooh. Ah, shit, here we go again. Alright, I guess I'm not going to be getting that shortcut. Well, shortcut. I guess I won't be getting that elevator. Which I will need to grind my sign of avarice later on in the game. Ah, yes. I see you're a man of culture as well. That was a sound that I don't think I've ever heard of this dude. Ow. Let me just go and do this. Hello, friend. Are you going to, yeah. I know that you're probably pointing up your finger to be like, fuck you. But, yeah, no. That ain't happening. Don't you know the fast attack of a Halbert, my friend? Ah. Just missed. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh wow. He can utilize that shit? Like, the speed of his sword, he can really utilize that. That's amazing. I actually quite like the way that this guy does his build. It's fun. It's interesting. It's not your boring ass usual stuff. Nah. What you doing, buddy? He's just backing off. Yeah, I ran straight into that. Doesn't matter, man. If there's one thing that I really like in PvP, like that I just do all automatically in PvP, is I don't play it too defensively in PvP. For multiple reasons. First and foremost, I just don't like playing defensively anymore. And second of all, like, the more defensively you play, the longer it takes, and the more time I waste, which I'm not in the mood for dealing with that shit. I don't want to be, like, I think anybody who has played Dark Souls 3 and has done like some legit PvP, like a lot of PvP, like in duels and all that jazz, when people are too defensive, it's just becomes so boring. It's just like, then nothing happens, and it just takes a metric crapload of time for you to kill each other. And that's not what I want to deal with. I'd rather it be over faster than play ridiculously defensively. I probably could have killed that dude if I played a little bit more defensively, but that was an interesting shot you did there, buddy. But yeah, like I said, I don't care, man. I'm also not particularly here for the PvP. Like, winning at PvP, it can be fun, sure, but it's not necessary. Not anymore. I don't need any Covenant items anymore. We don't really need Don't need anything from PvP anymore, so... I would say at this point it's kind of an inconvenience at some moments. But it's also fun. Like... If I really didn't want to deal with it, I would just go offline, but... I don't want to do that. I do kind of want to still deal with some PvP. Why? Because I also feel like... There's a big difference between playing Dark Souls normally or doing PvP. Like PvP builds and normal Dark Souls builds are quite a lot different in a certain way. It also makes it so that you use your weapons in an interesting and different way, which I don't usually do. Hey buddy, how about you get over here and get parried? Ah, okay. I should not two-hand my weapon because I don't feel like it actually increases my damage if I parry. Oh my god. Like, actually stabbing this dude with the freaking glaive is pretty freaking insane. Let me go into this. Keep forgetting that I cannot parry. Well, I keep forgetting. I just automatically parry because I have an idea about what the timing will be, but he then uses his freaking skill, and then I'm like, oh wait. That is very much wrong. There we go. It's fine. Those guys aren't too bad anymore. So yeah, when it comes to PvP, I'd rather die fast, like lose, let's say it like that, I'd rather lose, than make it be a PvP battle of like, a long time. Oh boy. But I also really don't care too much about losing anyway, so... Well, it depends though. There's... Well, it also just, in my opinion, there's one thing that, like... When it comes to having a competition with somebody, or like just... yeah, just a competition of some kind, be it in a game or in real life, or whatever. Like, as long as you're not an asshole about it, then I can deal with losing. And I think everybody, not everybody, some people really cannot deal with losing. And that's what I really don't like, when people cannot deal with losing. Or when people are being really cocky about them winning, or cussing, so like, is cussing the correct word? I don't know, but it's like laughing with people because I lost or whatever, like, but then in a mean way, you know? I don't like that. That's just being mean, and yeah. In my opinion, there's no point in being mean to other people. Unless if you're really, really good friends and you know each other's limits. But only then. And even still, like, when you're really good friends with somebody, they can still do like a dick move or whatever. Oh boy. I was lucky, because that probably should have killed me. Oh. Okay. Half of my health gone, by the way. Over half of my health gone, so if I get hit by 2 attacks, I am dead. Roll. Can I please stun you? Thank you, because I was getting nervous. There we go. But well, yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to change humanity as a whole, so there's always gonna be stuff that's gonna be annoying. There are always gonna be assholes. There's always gonna be crazy people. It's just the way it goes. You just need to know to distance yourself from such people. Or you should at least try to do that. A lot of the times it's easier said than done. Why can I not hit this guy? Well, that's... How did I not get hit there? I'm not complaining, but... I'm also very much surprised. Oh. Oh. Can I, please? What are you doing? There we go. This, in my opinion, is still like one of the more nasty encounters in Dark Souls 3. As I chastise him. Well, it's not particularly is it chastisement? Maybe. I still, like, I looked it up before. Like, I looked it up at a certain point because in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's a certain scene where people are where there's like holy people or something against you in a certain way. And then at a certain point they say, like, prepare for righteous chastisement. And I was like, doesn't chastise mean like something really bad? But chastisement, I think, like, when I looked it up, I think that it meant that you were just gonna beat somebody. Basically. We're gonna punch somebody. Or bludgeon somebody or whatever. I also just noticed that I did not send Grey Rat to the place. I did not send Grey Rat to... wow. I don't remember the name of the place. I did not send him to Irritable Boy Valley. There we go. I don't care though. Do I have any more? No, I don't. No, dang, totally don't. I do find all of these things to be very interesting to talk about though, I will say. That's one thing that I've always had though. Even if I get uncomfortable in certain discussions or certain topics or whatever, I am almost always like interested in all that stuff. There's only a couple of things where I just say like, nope, don't want to talk about that. One of which is like horror movies and anything that has to do with horror. I will never in my life touch a single piece of that anymore. And if anybody decides to put me under that basically mental freaking torture, then they will not see me for the rest of their life. It's as simple as that. And they will have to deal with knowing that I probably am gonna have another mental breakdown. But like an actual serious mental breakdown. Not like the... Because I feel like mental breakdowns are always... Like, people say that mental break... Like, let's say, like... how am I supposed to explain this? I feel like the word mental breakdown is used a little bit too loosely a lot of the times. Like my sister, for instance. She says that she has a lot of moments where she has like mental breakdowns or whatever. But then I'm like I cannot really see that. If you have some serious mental breakdowns, like that is some serious shit. That is like, that's pure freaking suffering. That's pure mental anguish. Or at least it is in my life in any case. Like, when I think about a mental breakdown, I think about literally the worst moments that I've had in my life. The biggest moments of panic, or just like, I don't know, like pure mental anguish. That's what I think when I think of a mental breakdown. Okay. For some kind of reason I thought that I still had my thought that I still had my shield equipped. God, why? Why are these enemies even so strong? Oh boy. Yeah, that was another hit and I would have been dead. Yeah, don't underestimate freaking Silver Knights, Jesus. They can do a metric crap load of damage to you. If you're not careful. They're not particularly the most difficult enemies, but I also wouldn't say they're the easiest ones. They're not too bad, but they can still do a lot of damage. I usually get 3 shot by the... Wow, that's perfect. Outstanding move. And you're dead. At least I have a sizable amount of range, which is pretty dang good. I would also recommend using a shield against these enemies. Just have like a shield out, just like block, if you want to strafe around them or whatever. But since I'm not going to be using a normal shield in this playthrough, well, probably not anymore. I also don't really need it too much. Means that I'm just going to have to deal with this. It's also only this part of the game that has the Silver Knights anyway, so... And I feel like I don't need to block a lot of things. And the things I need to block are attacks from like smaller enemies. Which don't even damage you by that much or whatever, but just makes it so that they get stunned and then I can riposte. Because otherwise they would move away too quickly for me. Let's go and get rid of the shield. Polish lever. A beautiful marble lever. And wait for the stairs to descend. So that we can ascend our own being to Anor Londo. Yeah, I think I really screwed up his face. In a certain way, like his head and his face. But oh well. They can't all be winners, I suppose. The thing is, like, you can change some stuff in Dark Souls, but from the moment, I feel like from the moment that you start touching the face of a character in Dark Souls, then stuff starts to look very weird. If I look at a couple of my earlier characters from these playthroughs, I was like, oh god, that was bad. So I'd rather just like leave the face as is, or like try to leave it as try to keep it as close to the original face, like the commoner face or like the normal thing. Just because otherwise it looks really weird. I don't remember the name of the dude, but there's somebody who made like quite a sizable amount of Dark Souls 3 animated shenanigans. Don't remember his name. I think, yeah, right. The name of the video is called Dark Souls. I think anybody who likes Dark Souls probably has watched it, one way or the other, or has heard of it maybe. Who knows? And wait, what was I talking about again? Crap. I lost my thread. Yeah, nope, it's gone. Yep, it's gone. I was talking about something, then I forget. I was thinking about something else and it was gone. I might remember it, but not right now. What was I even talking about? God, why? Why did I... Ah, it doesn't matter, man. I'm not gonna remember it. I'm gonna have to deal with this for the rest of my life, not being able to remember this. Well, for probably the rest of this video, and I'll forget that I even needed to remember that. I wouldn't say I have a bad memory, but I only remember stuff that I deem important. Or relatively important. Or stuff that interests me or whatever. But if it doesn't tick any of those boxes, I will usually forget about it. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go and ignore you. Because the only thing you drop is the Aldrich Ruby. Where's the Aldrich Sapphire? I think it's the Ruby, this one. And yeah, I don't care about it. It's not particularly useful to me. And dealing with that enemy is not fun. It does give me a sizable amount of souls, yes, but... it's not worth me dying over. Because dealing with those two Silver Knights at the beginning of this place is also very annoying. Because if I'm not fast enough in killing one of them, I'm gonna have to deal with two of them at the same time. Which is not fun, because those enemies don't get stunned so easily. Let me just go and walk this way, so I don't get shot. As I proceed to miss. Oh well, can happen. Let's go and wait for a bit. And second phase, that is only mildly annoying. Right, and then we have the little crystal things that are going to attack me. Oh no, why? Not this attack. This attack is very annoying to deal with. Yeah, boy. Roll, roll, roll. They see me rolling. She probably hating, or he hating. It's a he, it's not a she. For some kind of reason I still don't... That's still not, like, yeah. I have no idea why I keep thinking that Gwendolyn is female. Well, there are multiple reasons why. I died. Got hit by the freaking little magic bullshit pelt things, and then I get hit by Eldritch, and then I die. Because that's just the way that boss battle works. I feel like this is something that I keep... Well, forgetting, not really. It's something that I... You know what? Yeah, I would say I'm forgetting in a certain way. Like, after a while, once Dark Souls becomes not too difficult anymore, I tend to forget how difficult Dark Souls actually is, especially Dark Souls 3. And then I have situations like that, where I'm just like, oh wait, I died. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. I wonder why I died. No, don't you fucking kill me. I would say that the worst things in this game to deal with, like the most difficult things, just purely because of DPS, say it like that, is definitely all of the magic using bosses. Stuff like, well, I would definitely say Aldrich and the Crystal Sage. I died to the Crystal Sage in this playthrough too. My god, man, I'm dying to magic users left and right. Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't really matter too much what kind of protection you give yourself. Magic damage is gonna do a metric crap load of damage to you, one way or the other. And Aldrich always is a fucking truckload of damage. Now, technically, I think the usual way you're supposed to go through the game is go and deal with your own first before dealing with Aldrich. Which might have something to do with it, but nah. Aldrich still does half my health and damage. And there's nothing that, like, there's almost nothing that will change from, like, between going through Inner Steel Dungeon this place when it comes to my stats. I will level up a few times, maybe, sure. But I'm also probably not going to be upgrading my HP anymore at this point. Maybe a little bit. But I also personally feel like upgrading HP is good up until a certain point. Once it reaches 1000 HP, I feel like you really don't get that much HP anymore. And then it's, in my opinion, not really worth it anymore. But once again, my opinion, hey! Let's also not forget that as long as everything goes according to plan, I don't get hit. At least not too much. So it's not like I need the insane amount of HP that I could technically get. And also I need a lot more stats for, like a lot more stats in other things, like a lot more levels in other stats. To be able to use all the weapons that I need and having more endurance to be able to actually attack a lot of times. I'm going to roll out of the way from that. Because I do not want Aldrich to steal my life. Instantly leaves because this is a magic boss and they can teleport. Roll. I still think it's better to deal with Aldrich when you bait out his physical attacks. But I also keep forgetting that those physical attacks do a lot of damage. Yeah, like I was talking about it before, like, I sometimes forget how difficult Dark Souls is in general. Like, that Dark Souls is not an easy game. Never really was, and probably never will be. It's usually one mistake or two, and I'm dead. Like, for instance, the Silver Knight. If I get hit 3 times in a row, I'm dead. Aldrich, I get 2 shot if she hits me twice. Okay, there's still like about 100 HP that I could get. Which let me go and get this going first. Then I'll go and put the points into HP that I need to reach 1000 HP. And then we'll go and do, I think then I'll just go and start pumping everything into strength and endurance. But that's going to be it for this episode, people. Hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Dark Souls 3, the weapon playthroughs. And next episode we're going to go and deal with Inner Steel Dungeon, which will hopefully not be as bad. But I have a tiny feeling that I have enough damage and enough... Yeah, I should have enough damage to be able to deal with the jailers. And even if I don't, meh. I'll have a lot of fun in the dungeon. Oh my god, bow only playthrough jailers. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. I can't wait. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna throw this out right now. I've said it a couple of times maybe already, but I really cannot wait until I can do the freaking bow only playthrough. Well, it's bow, crossbow, and great bow only playthrough, but I'm so interested in that. I want to see how, like, yeah, I would just want to see how easy or difficult it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be pretty dang difficult. Goodbye.